Hi, and welcome back to Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. Today I'm making another keto bread. If you saw a few weeks ago, I made just a regular, like a keto, kind of like a pound cake bread. This is going to be the kind of bread you've seen made in the Dutch oven, but it's going to be keto ingredients instead of with flour and yeast, okay? It's a lengthy process. It takes over 2 hours to bake it. I know it's weird, but it's weird ingredients too. I'm not a keto person. Actually, a friend of mine posted that she'd like to see that Dutch oven style bread made into keto, and I said, well, let me give it a shot. So that's what we're doing, but I don't know. Oh, hold on. Okay, and so yeah, so this is not something that I would normally be involved with. These are ingredients I don't normally use. If you're keto though, you're going to be it's going to be right up your alley because it's all keto stuff. So these need to go over here. Okay, so we're starting out with 1.5 cups of almond flour. This is almond flour, as I mentioned in my last keto bread video, is ground up almonds. So if you can't find it, which it's everywhere now, they even sell it at like Costco and Sam's Club, and they sell it in Walmart, everywhere. So you should be able to find it if you're looking for it. And if you're doing keto, you probably already know. You probably get it delivered. But okay, so this is where the weird stuff comes in. I got 1/3 cup of psyllium husk. Now I used to have a horse, and I used to have to give her psyllium husk because she would eat, sometimes when they eat stuff that's on the ground, like she did have a bin, but sometimes her hay, her alfalfa would fall down onto the ground, and so she would eat it, and dirt, she would swallow dirt. It would get in her tummy. In order to get it out of her tummy, did you know horses can't throw up? Look it up. Horses can't throw up. So instead of her since she can't throw up, we would give her psyllium husk with her pellets, and that would help it would turn like gelatin in her tummy and help bring out the sand from her tummy instead of having to do it manually, a gross way. So, okay, so then we have here 1/2 cup of coconut flour. This smells just like coconut, so I'm assuming it tastes just like coconut. I bought some coconut flour years ago, and I used it to make a coconut cake, and then I never used it again. I had like 5 pounds of it, and it's just rotted in my cupboard. So I'm gonna find more things to do with this because actually the coconut cake was delicious. So, okay, here we have 1/2 cup of ground flax seeds. You can buy this, in any store now too. That psyllium husk, I don't know if they sell it all over, but I got it off the internet. So, okay, and that's almost all of our dry ingredients. Now I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now the salt is for flavor, but the soda, it is going to react with, we're adding vinegar later, it is going to react with that, and it's going to make your bread rise because we're not using yeast in here. But the soda is also to help brown. It's actually why it's put in a lot of recipes with cookies and stuff, so that they get, they'll brown. Otherwise they'll, they'll be like pale and, unappealing. We don't want our bread or our cookies to be unappealing, now do we? Okay, so next I have 6 egg whites. This is about 3/4 cup of egg whites. And I actually just bought egg whites at the store in a container, so I didn't have to mess with that. 2 eggs. I always use large eggs. These are 2 large eggs. Okay, 3/4 cup of coconut milk. And I actually got this at the store in a carton. So this isn't the canned, but I don't know if that's keto, so let me know if it's supposed to be the canned stuff. I do have that, but that's not what I'm using here. This is the stuff like it's in a carton, just like milk, over where the soy milk is and the almond milk and all that stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna beat these up a little bit. Yeah, this is a real weird recipe. But I believe in it. Okay, adding 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. I know you can get apple cider vinegar anywhere. Just whipping that up, getting that nice and combined, so that when we put it in with our dry ingredients, all we have to do is just mix it up. So we are going to add this. I made a well in the middle. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of this water. I'll see if it needs more. It looks kind of dry, right? It said you might not need the whole amount. This isn't my recipe, by the way. I'll put the link to in the description box to the actual recipe. This has no gluten in it, right? It's low carb. It's all high protein, high fiber, a psyllium husk. That was a real surprising ingredient. I've never seen that in the store, and I've never tried to buy it except for, you know, way back when I had a horse. And the doctor said she got sick and she was eating dirt, basically. And okay, I think this looks pretty good. But I like the regular one too. So, and I'm not a keto person, so. All right, and I've had I didn't mention it earlier, I have my Dutch oven, because we're doing the Dutch oven bread, right? I had my Dutch oven in the oven heating, and we're gonna put this in there after I spray it, and then we're gonna see how it turns out. Spray this with olive oil spray. Okay. It does say to shape it into a ball. Okay. A lot of the people I saw that were making comments about it said they didn't add the water to it, but I want to add it. It says to add it, so. Plop it in there. Don't be sure not touch this Dutch oven. It's hot. It's been heating in the oven for about a half an hour. All right. This is going to go in at 450 degrees for 15 minutes. Then we're going to turn it down to 300 for 2 hours. 2 hours. You're not going to be with me that whole time, but I'm going to come back in 2 hours. 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then we're going to have keto bread, no nonsense bread, right? So make sure when you go back after 15 minutes, you turn the oven down to 300. So anyway, we are going to come back in 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you're going to see if this experiment worked. Actually, if it didn't work, you're probably not going to see. Bye. Thanks for watching. Hey, how about hit that like button? And if you'd like to see more videos from Let's Bake and Cook stuff, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll get, and the bell, you'll get notified every single time I put out a video. Take care. Okay, so it's been baking for 2 hours and 15 minutes altogether, and now it's been cooling for about 10 minutes. And then this is what it looks like. It's purple. Look how moist and soft that is in there. It's good. It's not as good as regular bread, but it's good. Probably better with some butter on it. So try it. Let me know how you like it. If you're a keto person, you'll probably like it. let me know. Thanks.